My name is Juan and welcome to the Zero Planet channel. On today's video, we're going to be installing some lobster style taillights on my 22 BRZ. These are my new taillights. This is my third set. I have the OEM ones, I have the Dragon Scale one, I have the lobster style taillights. I honestly fell in love with these taillights. They look amazing. Even when they're not on, it just complements the rear end very well. I like the fact that it has kind of like a frosted look to these. It complements the car because it's the blue with the black and a little bit of red accents. And I think clear taillights on a World Rally blue just makes the car look a lot better. Have you ever seen a lobster drive? So we're starting off the video a little bit weird. For some reason, my car doesn't want to unlock. I ended up removing the key out of the key fob and unlocking the door, and I don't know what's going on. I put the key in next to the key fob, pressing the clutch, and nothing happened. So I'm approaching to almost 3 years of owning this car. I think the battery might be the one that's going out. I'm gonna be double checking the battery right now. Once again, thank you to Tuxedo. I actually used their light the other day, but I'm actually gonna be testing out their jumper. I didn't think I was gonna need it so soon, so I was able to start it with the jumper. It turned on fine. I just don't know what the issue is. We're gonna be removing this plastic panel right here on both sides. You just pop it out, and it's just held by pop clips. Then your taillights are held by 3 bolts, 2 on this side right here and next to the bottom of it, and right here 1 on top. I removed the 2 bolts right here on the side and 1 on top. All that's left is to pop the tail light forward, just like this. And then it's going to be held on by just a connector, so you go ahead and unscrew that. Then we're going to be doing the driver side as well. You just pop it forward and disconnect. You just get the little clip right here, and then you just pull it. So here we got all 3 taillights I have so far in my collection. These are the OEM ones. These are the ones I have the recall. The lighting kind of gets affected with the sunlight. Then I have the Dragon Scale lights that I bought off Wayne. And these have been working really well, even with the damage that I got when he shipped them. I sealed them up and they've been doing a really good job. I saw these taillights on Instagram and I ended up messaging Craft Performance to see if I could get a set of these. They gave me a nice little partial sponsorship and I'm really thankful because I love the design of them. Once again, guys, I'm not going to be pushing cheap products. This is actually built very well and we could kind of compare them. I have OEM. These are actually pretty cheap in my opinion. And then we got these. You can see the housing's kind of OEM and then even has like the little metal inserts. And then it also comes with the little quick disconnects for certain features. And they didn't cheap out with the gaskets. This is definitely important since you don't want any water getting inside of it. So it's all sealed. And I like that they double wrap them. They ship them with the saran wrap and then they ship them with this cover. It can reduce the damage when shipping. As you guys know, when you're shipping stuff, it could get damaged just from the carrier. So let's go ahead and just install them. It's pretty simple, just plug and play. And I'm all out of Meguiar's waterless wash. So I'm just gonna be using these Lysol towels just to clean the area a little bit since it always gets dirty here. And I've probably already done like 5 videos of working on the car back here where I'm always cleaning this up and it just keeps getting dirtier and dirtier. Let's go ahead and clean the other side as well. First things first is we're gonna be plugging it in. And you're gonna tuck the wires in a little bit. Then since it does come wrapped, try to unwrap some of it. And then remember guys, the little metal tip right here is gonna slide into the white little connector right there. And before I forget, you have to transfer over these little covers for the plastic that go on top of here. These are actually OEM. And I ended up transferring them from these taillights to these, and now they're gonna go to these. They're actually nice enough to be including the Allen wrenches already here because it comes with a little star pattern. It's a weird pattern. It's like a star pattern, but then it has a little divot in the middle. So you're gonna put the 2 screws right here, and this little plastic part is a alignment pin, and you use that little alignment pin to have in the correct spot, and then you're gonna go ahead and just put the screws on. Now we're gonna install it. Now that we lined everything up, you're gonna start putting the bolts right there. You can hand tighten all of them, and you don't want to over tighten them because remember you are tightening into plastic. Okay, next up is gonna be the driver's side. Same thing. Unravel the wrap. Now let's get to the most satisfying part. Oh yeah, baby. And before I forget, let's go ahead and pop these back in because we don't want any water damage. Well guys, this is very anticlimactic where the taillights, the big reveal of how they look with the lights on, you guys have to wait. The car for some reason is acting up where it kind of started acting up where like the full power wasn't going through for the taillights and my headlights. So relax guys, it's not the taillights that are making the car spaz out. I think I had this issue with my 17 BRZ where one day I got off work and I actually went to Harbor Freight and everything was fine, and then once I got inside the car to start it, it wouldn't start. Luckily I was at O'Reilly's next to Harbor Freight, so I ended up just buying a new battery, and that solved the issue. And I kind of feel like maybe right now the car might be acting up like that. I really do think it's the battery. I don't think it's the alternator. I'm actually going to be driving to Costco right now to buy a new battery. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm driving to Costco in primetime traffic, and I feel like if I stall this car, I feel like if I end up stalling this car, it probably won't turn back on. So I'll update you guys once I get to Costco and I buy a battery, or if I'm stuck on the side of the road. Let's see what happens. I really hope it's not the second one. Well guys, I think it's just an adventure today. I forgot my wallet and I already drove quite a few miles away. It's actually 2 days later and I completely forgot that I bought this. I gotta clean the engine bay guys because it looks super dirty, and like you could tell these bolts right here are rusting from my coilovers. I lost the bolts right here on this side. The car comes with the positive cover, but it doesn't come with the negative cover, and then it just pops out like that. And it does have like a little hook on this side. Go ahead and grab your 10mm and loosen them. Let's do the negative first. And these are the two batteries right here, pretty much the same thing. Only difference is the Costco one does have a little handle to make the install, removal, and installing it a lot easier compared to the OEM one. One thing we're going to be doing is removing this plastic cover. It's pretty much like a little blanket for your battery. We're just going to be installing it on the new one. There we go. It is getting cold and I want my battery to have its own sweater, you know? Well guys, I was getting some drone shots right now and I just realized there's this sign right over here that I've never seen before. Watch out for mountain lions. I came here last night, but my drone was acting up so I couldn't get any drone shots. Last night, I swear I was hearing some type of like, almost like, I'd say growling, but it almost sounded like it was growling or purring, and you can almost hear like, you could almost hear some scratching on like one of the trees, like something was scratching like the bark of it. Maybe it shouldn't come here that late at night anymore if this is a mountain lion habitat.